This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Archie Sharp, fresh off his victory this past weekend. Archie, first and foremost, congratulations on your win once again. Just reflect on the performance and the win for me.
Thank you very much, man. I hope you're well. Yeah, we got the win, didn't we? So I think I won by about 7 rounds out of the 10. So yeah, but it was a convincing, unanimous decision. And yeah, I'm over the moon with it. Really, it's my first one back. I needed that. Do you know what I mean? With my new trainer and new camp, being out for a year, I just needed that really bad, really, just to get back in there. And to be fair, there's a tough Mexican kid in there. But no, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon. Other than these little marks here that I got from the clash of heads, like it went all right.
Let's just touch on that first. We can see the kind of magic stitches which have kind of trying to pull that back together there. Reflect on the clash of heads for me those last couple of rounds as well, trying to deal with it because he certainly did look like a very nasty cut on television.
Yeah, it was a bit of a nasty cut, but do you know what? You just got to relax. I've had cuts before. I had a couple of rounds left, so I just had to get back to my boxing and just stay clear. I knew he was going to come hunting for them cuts, but I knew I was up on the scorecards as well. So it's more about just keeping my head and just sticking to my game plan and box.
Archie, what did you make of his approach? He's about obviously trying to be as aggressive as possible, throwing from all angles. What did you make of him as an opponent?
Yeah, it was a lot tougher than I anticipated, to be honest with you. I think I overwhelmed myself a little bit Saturday night because I've been looking $1 million in the gym, and I wanted to put everything what I've been learning in the last few months, in the last year, into that performance. And being in and out of camp, obviously I had a broken arm at the beginning of the year, so there's been a lot of things that I had to deal with, but there was a lot of boxes that were ticked, so I just have to take it away. And I got the win. That's the main thing. A tough Mexican kid, like you say, who made you think all the time through them 10 rounds. You know what I mean? Like even if he was coming forward the whole way, but you have to be switched on because he was winging them shots from all sorts of angles, and you just have to be careful because they are tough. Do you know what I mean?
There was one incident, Archie, which has kind of been clipped and put over social media of where like he came up over your side and you ended up kind of like throwing him off your back basically. And what do you recollect of that incident?
Do you know what? I think I was a bit low and he was over the top of me, and I just kind of stood up. Like it ain't as if I kind of went under and threw him up. Do you know what I mean? I was low, he was on top. I just stood up really, and it is what it is. He kind of made a bit more of a deal out of it, but I definitely didn't miss legs out in this camp for sure.
Archie, as well, you mentioned your first camp with your new trainer, Al Smith. How did you find it in the ring with him?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Like I said, it's for myself because it's hard because I've been looking $1 million in the gym, and I just really wanted to prove. And I think that's what he knew. I was just really eager to do what I've been doing in the gym. But no, being with Val and the team was so good. I was so relaxed. Like my engine levels this time for any fighter was phenomenal. Like I could have gone more rounds. I believe after the seventh or eighth, I said to Val in the corner, I said, "Al, like I feel brand new. My fitness is everything. It's just the timing, just a little bit of ring rust." But yeah, no, I'm over the moon with a new team. It went really well, and I'm really excited to keep the momentum going now and get back out again.
Archie said you want to keep the momentum going. What is next for yourself? After the fight, we saw Jamal Herring's and Shakur Stevenson's name mentioned by yourself. Do you think one of those is a possibility?
Uh, I don't know if they're fighting first. I'm not too sure if they're going to. I think they're fighting first, but yeah, if they're fighting first, then 100%. Like my ranking's number 2, and that was before the WBO Global. So now I've got that. Maybe that's puts me at number 1. So I'm there. Do you know what I mean? But 100%, they're the fighters that I want. They're more technically and more skillful than these sort of rough, ready Mexican fighters. Like that's where I can show my skill case a lot better. Because I'm in with a more technical and clever fighters. So you can't just jump in, and it'd be more tactical and more of a. You can use your skills a lot more with them sort of fighters, and that's what I'm excited for. That's what I want. That's what I've been having through sparring. Um, so yeah, so now I'm really excited, and they're the fighters that I want. So the winner of them two, 100%.
I mean, if either of us had watched your fight over the weekend, what do you think they would have made of it?
I don't know. Well, I know that opponent there would have given a better fight than Nakafili did. Put it that way, because that Nakafili gave Stevenson a useless fight, and so at the end of the day, look, styles make fights. That them rough, ready, tough kids who just come in and swinging at all sorts of angles. So you just got to deal with them because, like, if I held my feet, I'd have just gone straight into that kid's game plan. So I had to box and move, and just be on my toes for 10 rounds. But the thing is, they can watch that and think whatever they want. At the end of the day, I'm coming for them no matter what. And then yeah, they'll have to make their judgment when I'm in that ring with them.
And final thing before I let you go, Archie, obviously Dennis McCann, your campmate, he's also successful this past weekend. What do you make of Dennis's short fight and victory?
Yeah, Dennis done well, and also Sam Noakes out of my camp, he done very well as well. Sam got a good stoppage, and so did Dennis. So they both boxed very well, and they will move. They're moving forward for what they want to do in their career, and it's good. It's a very, very good place to be at the minute at the iBox, because even last week, Pierce O'Leary, Jordan Reynolds, and we've got Michael Burke out next week. The gym's flying, and everyone's absolutely flying.
Right, well, Archie, I'll leave you now to enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate your time as always. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
Thanks for having me on. God bless, mate. All the best, yeah.